Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, April 25th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So the sellers absolutely controlled the day today. Saw the day well, but I made one fatal mistake, which we'll go over in H. I ended up on the day, but kind of threw me off my game a little bit. We'll go over that in a second. Right now, it looks like both Microsoft and Google reported. They were both down during the day. Right now, look at this. Look at NQ ripping. Now, let's keep in context. This is after hours. Okay, so NQ went out with a price probe and two sets of single prints in H and E. So they went out with a triple distribution day. So even though N is doing this, it means nothing till tomorrow. We'll see if they run right up to where the single prints filled and come back in. So they went out with a triple distribution day to the downside. Righty's going the other way. Righty went out with a double distribution day. They had singles in H and G, okay, and they're trading lower here. As far as us, we went out with a double distribution day in a price probe, as we have singles in H and we probed. I saw the day really well. I was telling the room shorts are in control. I had 13 points under my belt between A and D period, all from the short side. Man, oh man, I nailed D's high, but boy, I didn't hold it. That was the last gasp for buyers today, as they stopped the one-time framing, took back the trend day, failed at the opening, rolled over, and that was it. So we had that really nice. But then, so I was up 13 points between shorting A through D. Then I didn't do anything in E and F. I was eating. Then in H period, the tempo started slowing. And we had an attempt at a trend day 4 times at this point that didn't hold. So when H opened and took back G singles, so that was the 4th time, I'm like, and I told the room, I said, I think the odds of now stopping the one-time framing and getting an afternoon rally high are good. I only took a 1 lot. But boy, oh boy, it cost me, because H reversed after filling the singles, didn't take out G's high. Now, I should have taken out off a lot sooner, but it cost. I held it like a fool, because I didn't think, after failing 4 times with a trend day, I really didn't think it would go ripping like that. But it did. It cost me 13 points real quick. So the 13 I was up, gave it all back. I did recover in I period. I made 6 points on a short. So, and that's it, because after that, even though we kept pushing lower, it was so monotonous and so methodical. We really didn't have any real push. So I just stayed out of it. So again, not a disaster by any stretch, just a little frustrating, because I took that long just to stop the one-time framing. So I'm looking for 2 to 4 points, because I was certainly looking for another short for an afternoon rally high. So that's why I'm a little frustrated, because if I never took that long and then I took that short in I, or maybe better yet, because I didn't have the long, I would have jumped on a short in H. You know, even if I didn't in H and I just took the short in I would have been up 19, 20 points for the day, and which would have been beautiful, like yesterday. Instead, I only make 6 because it got into my head a little bit. But whatever, still saw the day well. But that's a lesson that sometimes forget about looking for that long or short just to stop the one-time framing. Look for the real trade you're looking for, which would be the afternoon rally high or the pullback. And if you don't get it, it tells you the sellers are even stronger. We couldn't even get 4 wide when H went up. That should have been a telltale sign for me. Yes, we couldn't hold single prints for 4 times in a row, but that's also a little strong sign that we couldn't even get 4 wide. And then we finally gave it up and held a single print and a trend day on our 5th attempt. As far as destinations, upside and SPY, price probe, L's low, 406.51. Single prints, 407.56 to 408.43. So they're not a small set. Today's high, 411.16. Downside is a lot different than ES's. We have today's low of 406.02. And then we have 2 weekly lows that we never took out. 405.97. We just missed that one, and 405.68, which is this month's low still. So we still have that very small monthly range. ES extended theirs. Below that, we have 404.55 daily low and filling a small gap at 404.35. In ES, our downside is today's low of 92.25, and then we don't have anything to that daily low of 88.25 and fill in the gap at 87.75, and then 61.25 daily low. For the upside, price probe is 97. Single prints 07.75 to 16.50, and then today's high of 44.25. Now, please keep in mind, last time we were at the 4100 level, we battled it a long time. Now, yes, we got below it a bunch today, but again, we did that also earlier in the month, and we kept battling it before we took off to the upside. So 4100 is still the line in the sand here. So it'll be interesting tomorrow. Do the sellers, are they weak? Is Microsoft and Google going to continue this push higher like they're doing in after hours? And we take back these trend days and going right back to what we do? Possible. Here's a couple of things the sellers did do today, though. The daily is down in all three of our indices, and the weekly is now in balance in the ES and SPY. So there was some damage done today, right, with the daily down and the weekly back to balance. Now we'll see if the tech earnings continue this move to the downside, or do we just come right back and put the daily back into balance, say, by the end of the week. We have a lot this week. We have Facebook tomorrow night, Amazon Thursday night. Friday we have PCE in the morning, and Friday's the last day of the first month of the second quarter. Thanks for the likes and subscribe, and I hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening. Oh, wait a second. Why am I doing that? We didn't look at the charts. Real quick, I apologize. So the monthly, now I had said I thought we can get to February's high. Well, that's been derailed right now. We got up to 415.72, so we didn't miss it by much, $2.50, but for now, derailed. 6-month balance. Weekly, again, I don't know what the balance is yet because we just started forming it today. So I don't want to say it's a 4-week balance yet. If we come down a lot more in the next 2 days, it'll be a 5-week balance. So it depends where we are by Friday's close. For now, though, we're in balance. And the daily is firmly down. Came out of a 3-day balance to the downside. We took out the 20. We're above the 50, which is $5 or $4 below us. But again, the monthly range is still, for now, very, very tight. Volume, which was unimpressive, got very impressive. We're at 95 million now with all this after-hour action. So believe it or not, we'll see by 8 o'clock. We would have to do above 111 million shares to get into top 10 heaviest volume. But hopefully, volume and volatility are coming back into this marketplace. Now enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.